Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, just depending on where you are, or as we say in the country, where you is, where your TI is. Hey, I'm excited about day four. Hey, I was excited about day one, but I'm also excited about day four. That's right. Day four, I'm excited about it as we get ready to get started. Hey, we're starting a little early. Yesterday, I had all those good technical challenges in case you were not able to, you got the email alert and then you said Howard didn't show up. Well, he showed up, but he was a little later. Hey, we persisted through it, had to go to plan 2.3, 2.4 almost, which, hey, it is what it is. And hey, we're excited about being here with you today. So that's all that matters. You can go back and grab the um, the replays of all the training. Just simply go to the Bitly link, which I didn't post in here. The Bitly link in reference and 5 day growth challenge. Bitly // 5 day growth challenge. I'm sorry, 1// That's the Bitly link. And we'll give that to you again as we go in here. So I want to challenge you to think about that as you move forward. And, you know, I'll tell you what, we're going to type it in. We've got a few minutes before we really kick it off. And so I will do that as we get ready to get started here. And hopefully this will benefit you. Not hopefully, if you do the work, I guarantee it'll benefit you. If you do the work, I guarantee it'll benefit you. So that's the thing about it is you got to do the work though. You got to do the work. And so we got a couple things set up here as we're moving forward and excited about, hey, what we got going on. And just, the whole thing is crushing Q2. That's right. Crushing, not Q-tip, but Q2. And so I want to challenge you to think about it from that standpoint. That's what we're focused on is crushing Q2. And so you want to do that. And I had to pull something. I'm glad I did look at it because there's some other things incorrect there. Okay. Hey, so as we grab that, we're going to grab it and then put it into the feed. And but yeah, so hey, welcome as you come on board here. Hey, good to hey Nina, how you doing? Hopefully things are going well for you in Atlanta, I believe it is you're in. If you're still in that area, things are going awesome and just getting gooder and gooder as you go go into this second quarter. Excuse me there. Do a little hydration. So, as you think about it from that standpoint, we talked about several things. One is identifying your target audience, your ideal audience. That's number one. Number two is what's your target market. Number three, we talked about sales systems. God, excuse me. Not fun, but hey, sometimes it just doesn't get there, right? And so as we talked about day three is sales. I mean, because nothing happened without sales. I don't care how well you market and you still got to pick up that phone sometimes and make that call and say, hello, hello, hello. This is whoever you are. You got to say it. And, a couple calls I made today, booked some business, got an appointment. So, hey, got to do it again. Got to do it again. I'm going to shoot some virtual calls out tonight. Some video emails is what I use also to set appointments. So I want to challenge you to think about it from that standpoint. But tonight we're going to talk about those systems, things that you can do to grow your business while you're asleep, while you're away, doing what you do for fun and for joy and pleasure. So that's what we're really going to talk about. So let's go ahead and let's get started here. Let's see. I'm going to record it because we want to be able to pull this down and share it with you. Hey, this is Howard White. Welcome to the 5-day growth challenge. That's right, the 5-day growth challenge as we work to help you grow your business. And today we're talking about systems, creating those systems. I mean, that S word is, oh man, it's a mother because it does take work. But the beautiful thing about it, once you do it once, it's almost a set it and forget it because you just have to tweak it from there. So that original work is key, is getting that original work done and growing through it. So we're going to talk about some steps today to help you with that. And so let me share the screen so I can get right into that information with you. And don't you hate it when that happens? Everything does not quite look the way it should do. So hey, we're going to back out and go one more time as we look to help you with that. But think about those systems that you have in your business that you need to steadily repeat. The things that you're doing more than once, do you truly have systems in place to make that happen? Can it operate without you? That is, what I'm asking you, and I want you to begin to think about it from that standpoint. Can it operate without you? And so the answer is either yes or no. And if it's no, then you need to work on your systems. So hopefully you're seeing my screen right now as we move forward and walk through the 5-day challenge. It didn't quite do what it was supposed to do. Yes, I have 89 slides on it. You can see that part if you look down to the left. No, I'm not going to keep you that long today. And this is just a small part of a larger training we do. So, literally, we can come in and do a half-a-day training on systems. But, so once again, it's not going to be that much from that standpoint. So as you think about it is, hey, we're in day 4. Day 4, if you've been doing your homework, you would have already identified your ideal client, captured what's your target market, that primary, the secondary, tertiary, and just really diving in and for the products, what is it? And then yesterday you would have focused on your sales system. You'd have written those scripts out. Hey, required a little homework, but guess what? That gives you that A and give you those results. So we're going to talk a little bit about, putting some systems, creating processes, procedures, and systems. And really, procedures are part of the system. And so when you think about it here, these are basically 3 things that you should be aware of. Number 1 is implementation. See, doing. Yes, you can have an idea, but the key thing is to implement the idea. Implement the process. So the things that you're doing on a regular basis, you really want to get in there and implement those things. You want to dive in and implement it. One of the things is that phrase that I say, the key to business success is implementation. And another person I've heard say it is the number 1 reason small businesses fail is failure to implement. We have all these great ideas, but we fail to implement. So one idea fully implemented is better than 1,000 unbaked. Think about that. See, all those cakes that are unbaked, nobody wants to eat them. So think about it from your standpoint. What ideas do you have unbaked because you have not put systems in place? You have not began to implement the processes so others can help you live your dream. Next thing is, the key is finding out the best way to begin implementing the process. See, that's where a lot of us get stuck. We get stuck at go. So I want to challenge you not to get stuck at go anymore. Don't get stuck at go anymore. I want you to pull away from that and say, hey, I'm just going to begin and get started. Because as you get down the road, it's going to be like the song from The Wiz, ease on down, ease on down, ease on down the road. But that's the way it is. Just a little bit, and then a little bit more. Next thing you know, you're going to pick up momentum, because momentum is your friend as you begin to put procedures and systems in place. So I want to challenge you to think about it from that way. Don't get stuck on go, ease on down the road, and get some results done. And then the third thing is that, when you think about it, you're going to get great results when and if you begin to implement these systems and you begin to put them in place. Because number 1 is things are done repetitively, and so one of the rewards, and it's just a little sidebar here, is that you're going to become more consciously aware of what's happening in your business and on your business. Because what you're going to see is all of those folks, things that are happening on a consistent basis. You're going to see all those things that you used to didn't see in other people's businesses, say, wow, okay, that they've systematized that process from how they greet people when they walk in the door to how they follow up with you 2, 3 weeks, days after it, just whatever that system is. And see, one of the things that, and when you do that, then you're going to begin to improve your business. So that's what I want you to think. So let's get into some steps here and help you focus on that. So here's a quick overview, because like I said, we're not going to go through 89 slides on this presentation, but hey, this is a full training that we can help you with. And this is part of what we do in that program, 91-day game plan. Yeah, we spend 1 week where we just focus on systems. And, just think about it. If you focused on one system a day, right? One system a day, that's it. Your team members do that. What difference would that make? So, excuse me there. I want you to inventory what works well. That's step number 1. Inventory what works well. So look at your business, look at your operation, and say, what works well? Yeah, what works well? Just inventory. This is just a quick check. Hey, this worked well, this worked well, this worked well, this worked well. I want you to focus on that first, because then you're going to go through and document that process, those best practices. You're going to document those best practices. So you're going to capture what is that process. And so the goal of that is just simply to create written procedures for, and documenting those best methods. The things that are happening good, you want to make them gooder. That's right. If they're happening and they're real good, make them better. I mean, that is really it. I mean, you begin to do that, and then you ask yourself, I'm going to one up what I'm already doing well. So whatever it is that you're doing well, what can you do to tweak it to make it 10, 15, 20% better? 10, 15, 20% more efficient. 10, 15, 20% more effective. I think you get the point. You want to one up where you are. So I want you to consider this one example here that we have going. And, this is a client, a physical therapist client. And one area they were producing results is cross-selling products. And, and what cross-sell is that you're training or you're giving them therapy in one area, but you identify other areas that they may need help with, and you cross-sell them. You offer that service to them. And so that alone helped them increase sales by over 15, 20%. Just that one piece alone. So just think about it from your business. What can you do to one up? And then step 4 is to cement the success factors. And what that is just really developing your KPIs. KPIs, if you're not familiar with them, stands for key performance indicators. It is really the measure and the yardstick by which you are governed by. It's the ruler and the yardstick that you're governed by. And so when you think about it from that standpoint, you ask yourself, what are those measurements? What will my report card look? What are those automatic alarms that will ensure that I don't lose what I put in place? And see, once you know your baseline, once you know where you are, then you can begin to measure. Okay. Then you can begin to measure. So that's what I want you to focus on, is going back to these 4 steps and just focus on one area of your business. Because when you do that, if you systematically implement these 4 steps, you're going to see a huge difference in your business. You're going to see a huge difference in different areas of your business. So start with one area first, and then begin to tweak it for other areas. So you can go from operations, your administration side, to marketing, to sales. Just think about everything you do in your business. Eventually, it will be fully systematized by taking this step and stop getting on go. So I challenge you to think about it from that standpoint. So your assignment is to pick one area and grow with it. Write the script, begin to, monitor one area, follow the 4 steps, just one area of your business. That's right, follow the 4 steps of one area of your business. So if you want to go back and look at the others, as well as get 5 and then get information on the full masterclass that we're going to be doing, simply go to the bit.ly link. It's also in the feed. That's at 5-day growth challenge, 5-day growth challenge. And it's part of the bit.ly, bit.ly 5-day growth challenge. So hopefully this is helpful for you. Hopefully you're in a place where you're beginning to think about systematizing your business. You're beginning to think about it. So now I want you to go beyond thinking and actually doing, systematizing your business. No, seriously, as you do that, if you do this, I guarantee you that when you look back at it this time next year, you're going to be like, wow, Howard, that was a game changer. See, putting these systems in place, giving me more and more time for the things I want to do. It's allowing me to travel more. It's allowing me to be at my kids and my sons, my daughter's games or their events, because I'm not as working as much in my business as I am on my business. You hear that phrase, but this is really what it is. So it's that bakery that you have to get up every morning at 4 o'clock to go and get stuff ready because you don't have it written out in a system where you can teach it to someone else. And then eventually they tweak it even more and make it better than what you had before. So I want to challenge you to think about it from that standpoint and ask yourself, what can I do to grow each day? A small amount of growth daily will give you great results. You know, we've all heard that phrase, Rome was not built in a day. So your ideal business will not be built in a day, but you must build it daily, just like Rome was built daily. So I challenge you to go out and work on your Rome, work on your ideal business each day. With that said, as always, I challenge you to go out and be the best you possible. If you try to be anybody else, guess what? It won't work. It won't work. You can only be second best. So with that said, take care. God bless. I will see you tomorrow in the 5-day growth challenge. Bye-bye. Don't forget to register now so you can be part of the ongoing challenge. Take care. Bye-bye.